welcome to the last video of making your terrarium and setting up your experiment for ecosystem disturbance. So today we're going to talk about tools, we're going to talk about care, and as you notice your terrarium will start breathing and sweating. Right? You're going to see a lot of droplets. It's fine. It works like that. So because it has enough moist inside, for moss they need like very humid environment, and this is good. If you only have plants, perhaps this is too much, and then you're gonna have to leave a little bit open to let it. But we're gonna clean first and then we can do it. And you can remove some excess of water, right? So some of the tools that we can use to clean terrarium or to make terrarium are, like, you can buy tweezers, you can use tweezers, a pair of scissors, sponge. This is like bottle cleaner, and I like this because it has flexibility. Yes. And for example, for terrariums like this one where accessibility is really hard, having this is really nice to clean, right? I can reach when I cannot reach here with the straight tool. I can reach with curved tool. Okay, so use your imagination depending on what glass you have and how you're gonna make it. Oh, can you get that one for me? Yeah, that one is a nice one to show because it has a very tiny opening, and yeah, for you to clean, it's hard, but it's still possible. So we can show this. See, so this one has a tiny opening here, but can still have plants, like, and the layers. And to create that, I had to use, like, different tools to be able to reach to different places inside. And sometimes we have fungi growth and I want to clean, so I needed something more flexible to reach this to the side of this bottle. Some tools that I like to use, like spoons, the paintbrush, very nice to clean especially for sand and soil, to bring them down to the bottom. This one is magic eraser, and I found it's nice because it really removes the overgrowth of fungi, algae, and cleans nicely the glass without leaving a residue. So if you use tissue paper, it will leave residue, and it can bring bacteria, it can bring fungi from the outside to inside of your glass. So you can, you could use like a sponge that you leave in chlorine first, like to kill any bacteria or microorganisms that's in it, and then use to clean it. It's fine too. Okay. And this we already shown the cork that we usually use, like, to press down the soil, right? So we can start cleaning. I'm gonna remove like this excess of water. And also, once you start accumulating tools that you created for yourself and for your cleaning, you can get or create your own toolbox. You can create from a shoe box. You can find one. This is I found in the gardening for gardening. So then I put here everything I need. So tweezers and sometimes some strings. Perhaps I'm gonna need it. Glue. I don't know. So I have alcohol 70% if I want to clean the glass. So I have everything that I need easily in one location. So this is my toolbox for terrarium making and cleaning. Okay. So things to check for your terrarium. So, and this is like in general, not for the experiment specifically, but like after you create your terrarium, if you want to keep it forever, make sure it's closed and in a nice place with indirect sunlight or white light. If you have direct white light, it's good too. It works. And signs for care. If the soil here is dry, add water. And add water through the glass, you know, without disturbing too much. Ideally filtered water. If the plants start to get yellow or other colors, it's a sign of struggle. We need to check what's going on. If you see overgrowth of fungi, like a white, you know, look like a white thing growing on top of pebbles, on top of sand, you know, clean it, just take it out, the excess, and perhaps you need to leave it closer to more light. Perhaps it's too shady. If you see algae growth, like too green, oh, so perhaps you have too much light. Like algae likes to grow in light. So just bring it to more of a shady situation, indirect light. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about the experiment. So you have your two terrariums nicely done, and they look pretty much like same elements, same plants, same moss. What you're gonna do then? The only difference that you're gonna have then is where you place your terrarium. And we're talking here about ecosystem disturbance, and we're gonna talk about greenhouse effect. Right? So like Earth, our planet, we do have an entire system enclosed in one place. So this is a terrarium. And there are gases and water inside this, my little ecosystem, my little planet here. Right? What if I bring too much heat? You know, on Earth, the atmosphere helps, you know, to filter the heat, the sunlight, and the incidence of radiation, you know, that comes. And some gases help it to make it even warmer than it should be. This case here, we don't have atmosphere, but we have less. Right? It's like the greenhouse when we have the plastic or black gas. So the heat inside won't get out easily, right? It will need some escape, but it's closed, so it won't escape. It will stay inside. So we keep having the source of heat coming in, and the heat is not going out. So we're gonna mimic that, and in a way that one terrarium will be kept in your nice environment that you found with indirect light. So if I can show you here at my place here, I'm gonna get this screen up, and the sun gets in directly. Okay. You're gonna notice the difference. So I will place this one right here next to the window where the sun hits directly, right? And I will keep it closed. And just to make sure, because you know we don't have the complete lid, I'm gonna also have the plastic magic pack, the plastic inside around, but both of them. If I do something one of them, I'm gonna do in the other one, right? This is my assumption. The only variable here is where I'm placing the terrarium. Each one is right under the sun, and the other will be not here. See, the sun is direct. So it would be in a place that it also keeps, you know, always in direct light. So for example, here, if it didn't move, it would be an ideal place. So I do have an ideal place. So back there. I know there's a place where the sun never hits directly. That's where I'm gonna put it. Okay? And perhaps you're gonna need a few days, a few weeks to start seeing the difference. But this is the point. Every day with your notebook, with laboratory notebook, you're gonna start taking notes. What do you see that's happening? What do you see? It's different, and you can compare both of them. Take pictures, and let's see what you find. Okay. Right? Any prediction, Aline?
Well,
or perhaps we don't say.
yeah.
Let's everybody think. What do you think is gonna happen with your children?